3, respond and assist units on the scene.
You guys might as well come on in and we'll just do the door.
Police! It ain't gonna happen!
We teach them how to shoot, we teach them how to drive.
We're gonna lose it here. He doesn't have much dodging maneuver.
How many drugs have you used tonight, Emmy?
That's like asking how many times you have sex today.
We just had a report of a drive-by shooting. Just an overpowering smell of marijuana.
I need a dog man, he's out on foot in the school.
He got up after I hit him.
Got a couple of 12 gauge shotguns here.
Go, you're going to jail.
This program contains actual police footage. No reporters, no recreations.
What's happened here is I was just making some patrols by a house that's known to us to be involved in drug trafficking. There was a red Firebird in front of the house, and I checked the license plate. It came back as a stolen vehicle from Vancouver. So ideally, we'd like to catch some suspects with the vehicle, and also we'd like to avoid a chase. So we've got one of our fellows in plain clothes now just out at the vehicle, and he's sticking some nails up against the tire, so they're sticking them in a little bit so that once they try and drive away, the tire will go flat and avoid a chase that way. You can see him, he's just going back to his vehicle now. Okay, lights are on.
Hold out, loaded another car. They're mobile. 12's coming in. Okay, take him down.
Okay, he's running. Hang on. Sorry, we're in pursuit.
Where?
Okay, 105A and 134. Okay, the dogman's gonna get him here.
You got me! Shit!
Out of the car. Two in custody, Surrey, two in custody. Okay, come on over here. Lay down. Hands behind your back. Okay, get up.
You got any needles on you? Oh, yeah. Where? No, sir. Where? Oh, I know.
What's the description of the other car?
Couldn't really tell you. It'll be the one with no front end.
10 for it.
I'm gonna bring my car up here and then we'll slide him in.
I guess they just haven't started making Firebirds with four-wheel drive.
No.
I'm curious to look at the front of here. See, did anyone see that one needle that came out?
He backed into either the field or the driveway. There was one occupant in it, and then I moved off the road, went back the other way to chase after me.
Surrey V5.
B5.
Yeah, may as well get one unit to this location, please.
10-4. You're at 105A and 134.
10-4. We're just getting in position with a spike belt to make sure that the car couldn't get away on us. And just as everyone was getting in position, two people came out to the vehicle and got in. So as he drove away and pulled up to a stop sign, we attempted to block him in. And the dogman was right there. And unfortunately, the driver of the stolen vehicle threw it in reverse and floored it backwards. Looks like he hit his own friend's vehicle and then drove into a vacant lot that was full of snow, ice, and mud. At this point, he got stuck. He was still trying to get out, refusing to open the door of the vehicle. And the police dog was able to apprehend the driver at that point. You can see here the flat tire, or the rear tire went flat, eh? You didn't do that one, did you?
No.
At this point, the driver of the vehicle is going back to jail. He'll be charged with possession of stolen property and dangerous driving. Unless there's warrants out for the passenger, she'll probably be released unconditionally. In a case like this, we want to do the arrest as quickly and safely as possible. The car was associated to a known crack house, and we'd also had previous information that there were guns at this residence. So we didn't know who would be in the vehicle or what exactly we'd be dealing with. When we blocked in the vehicle, the driver made it very obvious that he was going to get away at all costs. He rammed one civilian car and nearly ran over a police officer and our police dog. So a very brief chase ensued, and once he got stuck in the mud here and was trying to get away, we went out on foot and tried to put an end to it as quickly as possible. The police dog was able to go into the driver's side, and both people were arrested without any fear of them getting away. Although it's 3 o'clock in the morning and there's virtually no one on the streets right now, you know, the safety to the public has to be of paramount concern to us. And as such, we wanted to ensure that there was no chase, there was no opportunity for the suspects to get away, and try and end things without putting anyone at risk.
As you can see here, the initial precautionary steps that we took of sticking the nail in the tire had the desired effect. We had a spike belt on the way. It was just arriving when the suspect got into the vehicle. Unfortunately, he took off before we got the spike belt in place. But as it was, one of the rear tires went flat, and it probably would have put an end to the chase very quickly, and certainly at the very least it would have made the speeds much slower. And it may have been one of the contributing factors to him getting stuck here at this point. When the cars got up to the stop sign, we were able to block the Firebird in quite well. However, the driver threw it in reverse and floored it backwards and rammed his own friend's car. That car undoubtedly received substantial damage to the front end. You can see here we have a few big chunks from the front end of the car. The friend took off. We have no idea who that is, but there's no doubt he'll be pretty annoyed with his buddy for doing the damage to his car. From that point, the driver of the Firebird just about ran over the police officer and a police dog, and then sped off in a cloud of smoke up over the sidewalk and into this vacant lot that's full of mud and snow. And at that point, he sort of got stuck, and we were able to apprehend the driver with the use of the police dog and get the passenger as well. After the driver was arrested and searched, he was found with a set of scales and 3 decks of coke. You can see in the scales there that obviously he's been weighing out his drugs, or drugs that he's selling and using, who knows. This might have contributed to part of the reason that he was trying to escape from us, and certainly is consistent with the other information we had on the residents with regards to the drug trafficking activities.
Yeah, we're responding to a verbal alarm about a block away from the hall. A man came into the hall and claimed that his friend had fallen over down a hill and has broken his leg. So we're going to head down there right away now. We'll be first on scene. EHS will probably be a few minutes behind us.
Take a look there. That's what he says. Hey, Glenn, I'm going to go look to see if he can get over down here. Okay. Which bag did he go over? This one up there? All the way down. And everyone, when he get it back and he went all the way down, I think his leg is broken.
We can probably get down.
What have you done down here? What do you do to yourself?
Okay.
Where are you sore?
The pain is not through yet.
Where? Down here?
Okay,
Is it sore?
let him check the.
Down here.
Okay, let's take a look here.
Trains are gonna move. This is all chained off up this way.
We're just gonna cut the seam here and expose the injury.
The pin hasn't kicked in yet.
Okay, well, just let us take a look at it first, okay? You have any injuries anywhere else? Any pain anywhere else that you know? Your back or
Just your leg.
just your leg you feel? Okay. Okay, whereabouts is it? Can you point it?
Right here.
Okay. I'm just gonna feel it, okay? I'm gonna be light. Just tell me where it hurts, okay? Right there? Is it a lot of pain or just dull or?
A little bit of pain, but I know.
Okay. Yeah, it's not too bad right now. It doesn't look too deformed. Okay.
Can't even lift it up.
Okay, and right in here is the most pain, right? So I actually figure it might be down your ankle? Down this area here? Okay, okay. Okay, we're just going to...
Pain is going to be kicking in really slow.
Okay, yeah. Just take it easy. We're just going to mobilize it right now, okay? The ambulance is going to be right behind us. It should be within a couple minutes. I'll give him a little bit of oxygen, too. Okay, just take her easy. That's it.
Lay down,
Take her easy, Winston. Just relax.
What you got in your pocket there, Winston? Okay.
We're trying to find some medicine on Winston here. Helps us determine what other type of ailments he has.
It's fine and dandy as long as the trains don't move, and then we got a bigger problem than that, so I think this is the safest way. What are you on this for?
You said it's his arms. Your arm's swollen?
I don't think so. Are you taking these as an anti-inflammatory? Yeah? How long have you been on them? Just today? Harry?
Mm-hmm.
How far did you fall?
He fell right from the top and went kabang, kaboom, kaboom, all the way down.
His back and everything.
Yeah.
Hit every ledge. I couldn't believe it.
So what were you guys doing over there? Were you drinking it all today?
No, we were just sitting up there, and we were going to go for a walk, and then all of a sudden he climbs over, and I couldn't believe it. He just slipped, and he just went right down. I was on that side, right?
Okay.
I came down for him, and I said, "You all right? You all right?" He wouldn't talk to me, and then I ran over there, and I said, "I got to get an ambulance or something." I couldn't believe it, but I straightened his leg out. I seen him bent right around. He said, "Straighten my leg out," and he wouldn't talk to me. And I got a little scared, so I ran the fire department.
Winston, were you drinking at all today, or any drugs at all? That you taking?
Drinking.
Just drinking, huh? Okay. Okay. I'm not going to move it around or anything because he's got good circulation here and still warm, good feeling. So we'll just leave it as it is. Won't move it. And we'll just wait for an EHS to get here and we'll immobilize him. Well, it looks like he had a little bit too much to drink today and he was doing his Olga Corbett impersonation on the top bar and slipped and bounced all the way down. His friend here said his ankle was twisted right around in an ugly position. He put it back to where we see it now. He's in Winston here is in a lot of pain. I imagine it's probably broken, the ankle. The problem here is how we're going to get him out. We can't get a vehicle down here because it's all blocked off in the train situation. So we'll probably bring down a spine board, I imagine, and a clamshell probably, and we'll just hoist him up. Just lift him and pass him along and immobilize him and get the ankle x-rayed.
Okay, just roll over on your side. Oh,
4-5 Bravo 10-8-2-H.
I think he's kind of hooked there. I think he's hooked. Yeah, oh, I got your leg. I got your leg. Don't worry about your leg, okay?
That's it.
I got your leg
Give
here.
yourself a big hug.
Just relax.
Okay.
Relax, you're okay.
Hot things?
Yeah,
No, it's
there you
cold
Okay.
thing.
Hot, cold thing. We found Winston on the ground there. The first problem was to make sure there was no life-threatening injuries. As soon as we established I was out, we realized that his ankle was his chief complaint. So we immobilized it, got him on the clamshell, up and out, Winston was lucky today. I mean, he could have been there all night. He's lucky he's with a friend. He could have been sitting there all night, could have even froze to death, who knows. But turns out, it looks like he just has a broken ankle. He's off to St. Paul's. They'll x-ray him. Probably check him out a lot more thoroughly.
Just relax, okay?
Get into it real deep with him and make sure nothing else is wrong. Internal injuries, back, everything. They'll give him the good head to toe. Probably cast him up, and he'll probably be out, maybe even later on tonight.
How you doing?
I don't have my license.
Do you have a license?
Yeah, I don't have it on me though.
Okay, your vehicle?
I didn't want to. I seen you come over the hill. I didn't just want to get going. I didn't want to get hit. So.
Well, I was a fair distance away from you there. I'll get you to grab a seat in the car.
Okay.
Grab a seat in the car, and I'll get your registration and stuff from you. Okay?
Yeah.
Whose vehicle is it, sir?
It's actually well.
Okay, grab a seat.
Right
grab a seat.
It's in my mother's name right now.
Okay. Just put your feet inside there and take a quick look inside here.
577 and timing was 104.
Got anything underneath the jacket there?
No.
Can you just lift that up for me? Good. Do you have a valid driver's license, Caleb?
I believe it's valid.
This isn't sounding good.
I had it suspended. The suspension's off.
38 or
I haven't
51,
paid
check
for the
in
tickets.
38 or 51.
You haven't paid for the tickets? Okay.
Bill.
Okay, just hang on. Check things over on you.
This were canceled effective November 30 last year, November 30th last year. Prior to that, it was a Class 5, DL number 63609. Copy.
10-4, cancel, not prohibit.
Yeah, it doesn't indicate prohib, although they sometimes don't do that on the printouts. I can run them for a history if you want to find out absolutely. However, it is canceled, definitely.
Okay, I'll just write him up for that, thanks. And clear off, thanks.
Sure.
No surprise to you, you didn't pay your fines, like what you said to me, right?
Yeah.
So in other words, you don't have a DL.
Okay.
Okay? You can't drive the car. You got a buddy that's gonna move the car out of the way for you?
Yeah. Can you drive it to my house?
Yeah, he can drive it anywhere he wants to drive her. I mean, the car has valid insurance. It's just you don't have a driver's license, which means you can't drive, right?
I was told in the motor vehicle branch that it wouldn't, like...
Say what?
It's really stupid. They told me... I just started working this week, and he said to me, like, I haven't been able to work for the last 5 months or so. And the guy, I phoned the motor vehicle branch, and he said, well, I'm like, I can't pay my tickets. I'm $50 under getting the... Well, I guess they just... It's no...
Okay, well, at any rate, Caleb, if you're going to work out something with the motor vehicle branch, that's fine. Up until then, you don't have a valid driver's license, which is no surprise to you. I mean, you stated that you had several unpaid fines, you didn't pay them, right? So I'm going to write you a coupon for the no DL, and instead of having the vehicle towed, we'll go to Plan 2, and your buddy here can... you got a driver's license?
Valid, yes.
Produce it, and you guys will be on your way once I write you a coupon. Okay? Fair enough? We'll forget about the Starsky and Hutch type driving there.
Thanks a lot.
Pardon me?
Thanks a lot.
On the verge of blowing your motor too.
Okay, this is the site of a car accident that we had earlier tonight around 11 p.m. This accident involved a stolen car by two young offenders, 11 years old. The car lost control, went over the lawn, hit the garage door of this home. As you could see, there's quite severe damage on the residence. Also, I could say that there was a severe damage on the stolen car. The two young offenders are in custody. They have been released to their parents since. Money-wise, there's quite severe damage on the house, as you could see. could say there's a few $1,000s. And also there's some minor damage to the car parked inside the garage. The fact that the two young offenders, mostly, particularly the driver, was 11 years old and no experience for driving, that's probably what caused this accident. They were not being chased at the time of the accident. They just lost control of the car, that they had care of control, and that's where they finished their escapade. Yeah, it is scary when you think about what just happened. At 11 years old, being involved in a theft of car and in a serious accident like this. Who knows what they might be doing later if they don't change. They might be involved in a more serious crime. I hope someone will be there to help them and stop them. Yeah, I just spotted the Pontiac Trans Am with sparks coming from underneath. So I'm just going to go and after it and pull it over. You got some problem here, eh? Losing your ring? I think you're losing your wheel. That's what's going on here. I don't think this car is very safe to be on the road.
No, I got a cabin from there, man.
Not at all, eh? Where do you live? Where do you live? Could I see your driver's license? Yeah. Vehicle registration, please. You just bought this vehicle?
That's all we got so far is a white dragon.
Well, you bought the vehicle a month ago. You know that you've got 14 days to transfer the vehicle to get proper insurance.
Yeah?
Yes. So this vehicle, it's not properly registered, okay? Do you bought a vehicle in Duncan?
Yeah, I bought it in Duncan Paramount, I think. Said it's okay, he runs okay, and then drove it home, and then the fall third on me. And the hurdle.
So you bought this vehicle in British Columbia, and you put an Alberta license plate on it. That's what you did? No, you can't do this in BC.
I just did it till I got the real insurance ring. So that's where all the Alberta plates are.
Hey, why you don't come here? Have a seat in my car. We're going to clarify this. Okay? Come over here. Come this way. When you buy a vehicle, you have not 14 days, but 10 days. Yes, you have 10 days to register your vehicle to an auto plan agency. Okay? So as far as I'm concerned, you were driving this vehicle with no insurance. This vehicle is not properly registered. Okay? So you're not authorized to drive this vehicle. So what's going to happen now? Your vehicle is going to get towed. Okay? To be able to drive it again, first of all, you're going to have to make sure that it's properly fixed, because I think there's quite a few defects on it. Okay? Secondly, you're going to need to get the proper insurance, okay, and vehicle registration. So that's the next step you're going to need to do. There's a fine of $300 that you have to pay within the next 30 days, okay? If you don't agree with this offense, you also have 30 days to show your intent to dispute this ticket in court. You understand that? Yeah. Okay, I need your signature at the bottom, just that you acknowledge this ticket doesn't mean that you agree with it. This was really an unsafe vehicle, which was losing a tire. After checking the driver, I found out that the car wasn't properly insured. So I had the vehicle removed from the highway and towed to the compound, and they will be able to repossess the vehicle when it's properly fixed and insured.
Okay, what we have here is a thermal imaging device that we have on loan to us from the Tritron industry on a trial basis. This device is a thermal imaging device that reacts to heat on living beings and animals and detects any motion in the dark and gives you an image in total darkness. The military use it, and various police agencies and various other enforcement agencies have been using it, and we are now giving it a try to see if we're going to be interested in purchasing one at a future time. The instrument reacts to heat, and any minute temperature changes are shown up here on this 5-inch TV screen, which is mounted within the vehicle. The lens on the vehicle is totally maneuverable with this remote control, and I can pan with it as I am right now. It is scanning the approximately 60 degrees of the front of the vehicle here on either side of the vehicle, and would detect anything, any person in white. As it's detecting right now, it's detecting the camera in front of me here and the person standing at the lens. Any heat shown on the screen here is shown in either white or black. It'll indicate animals, it'll indicate people, it'll indicate what their movements are. This is the remote control device that's utilized in controlling the lens on the night vision. And with these remote controls, you can swivel the lens right around the vehicle to any part of the vehicle, or any field or any object around you. The 5-inch TV screen is mounted in a position where the operator can easily view the movements around you and monitor. It's also equipped with a recording device and outlet that we can record with. We've just been dispatched to the area of the railway tracks on up ahead here, and what we've been having is problems with kids hanging around on the tracks and drinking and playing around with the safety equipment on the at the switches and intersections. What we normally have to do is get out and wear a bit of shoe leather up and down looking for these people, but with this night vision, basically what we do is we'll pull up on the tracks, and we just pan the railway tracks on either side of us, and we determine in just a few minutes' time with ease and safety to our equipment as to whether we have any problems or if we have anybody in the area here. And we're just on the tracks now, and what we'll do is we'll turn onto the screen, and I'll show you what we have here. We'll do the east side of the tracks first, and there you have a clear image of the tracks, and basically we don't have anybody there at present. We can take a look at the entire area. If we had any people on the tracks, they would show up in white. We'll do the other side now and see what we pick up there. Okay, we do have an object that's we do have somebody up on the road there, but we'll pan the tracks first, see what we get off the tracks. Then what we'll do is we'll go check the people up ahead on the road. Okay, we don't have anybody on the tracks on this side either here, and that's quite clear. But we do have somebody straight ahead here, or some object straight ahead that's giving off heat, and it looks like a person, and hard to say. We'll have to get a little closer here to find out what it is. It could be our problem people, or it could be just something else. It is somebody walking down the road here, and just a couple of people walking their dog. Just inquire quickly with them here as to whether they've seen anybody around, and see what they can do here for us. Hi.
Hi.
You ladies seen anybody running up and down the tracks here and causing any problems, or any cars or any kids hanging around?
No.
No, you haven't, eh?
Going a little fast, but driving fast in cars.
Yeah, but nobody's been out on the 4x4s on the tracks or anything like that, or causing any problems along here. You just been by here for a few minutes, or?
10, 15.
10, 15 minutes. Okay, I guess we'll try further on up the road. Okay. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I have you head towards Derby Reach. Got a report up there of at least 12 people causing a disturbance in the campground area. There's some report of them throwing bottles. No other details, no vehicles associated. Bravo 10, could you assist them there?
Bravo 10, copy. Okay, what we have here is a cause disturbance call at one of our local parks here, Derby Reach Park. It's local campgrounds where we get people coming in for the weekends, and they set up shop, and they camp over the weekend. They consume alcohol, and the odd time tempers flare, and we do have causes for concern at times, as sometimes they engage in physical confrontations of various sorts that lead to injury. So we have to react fairly quickly here, and it's an area off along the Fraser River here, adjoining several fields and large cranberry fields, and it's a rather treacherous areas, and you get people fleeing into the fields when we arrive if there have been any assaults or anything like that. The night vision machinery here really improves our chances of detecting these people and finding them in the fields. And what I'll do here is I will scan the field as we approach the area, and we will be able to detect anybody in the area. Got some people coming over the fence there and carrying on in the usual fashion. There's our member on the road. He's encountering the group now and talking to a few of them and seeing, get them to move on or assess the situation as best as he can, find out what to do here. They're obviously moving over to the campgrounds there now, back to the campground area. You're not going to be arresting any of them or chasing them into the back areas, are you?
No, I don't think so. Negative on that.
Okay, copy. I've got you on the road there, and doesn't appear to be anybody else in the area right now. If you're happy, I guess we'll shut her down here and move on to the next call.
Just saw this car drive by us here. It looked like there were flames coming out from underneath it. There was a lot of smoke. Smoke seems to have died down a little bit now. We'll get pulled over once we get through traffic here. Yeah, it looks like you can see underneath the car there on the pavement a reflection of Surrey B5.
B5.
69, King George 102. I thought I could see flames when you drove by.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah. Just unlock the door. Is there a hood release? Okay, why don't you step back? Surrey B5, can you get the fire department to swing by this way, please? Here, can you hold this for a second? It's okay, I found one in the trunk of my car, thanks. Looks like it's probably out now. I don't know if you want to risk drive it. It was, can you see where it was burning? See that one cord? And just along the top of it back there. So it's probably something dripping off. You said you got the timing chain done?
Timing belt, yeah.
Timing belt? I don't know if it'll be some oil that leaked down there or what. That's right under the, looks like it's right under the exhaust manifold, so there'd be a lot of heat in that area, but still smoking a little bit over here. You can see that smoke there. It looks like there's a lot of oil down on the, down below the exhaust manifold and that. So I don't know when they took it apart, if they spilled some oil on it or what. But it's probably a good idea to get it towed rather than risk driving. You can see all the smoke that's still coming out of it. Where are you going to?
I'm on 152 by 88.
Yeah. Do you have someone that can come give you a ride, or? We can maybe give you a ride down there quickly.
Great if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, okay. Here, let me just get this back in the trunk and
I was just stopped at a red light, and as this car went by, I happened to notice that it looked like there were flames underneath. So as we pulled it over, I could see that it was in fact burning. It's a fairly small fire. The owner of the car had it worked on just today, and it looks like maybe when they did the work on the car, they spilled some oil on the exhaust manifold and caught on fire. We were able to get out really quickly with the fire extinguisher, and she's just going to drop it off at a service station just around the corner, and we'll give her a ride home from there.
There, I can't see what started it. And it's like, I tried to use the phone as soon as I saw the flames. The phone was totally dead. I don't know if somebody did this or what. The phone was dead. I couldn't even phone. I had to try and get everybody out and come over here and say, please call the fire department.
Okay. She's the owner. She's inside. She's watching TV. Well, rented, yeah. And the fire came out from that area. Tried to use the phone. The phone was dead.
The phone was dead.
So we'll have to check that if it was cut.
Okay. Well,
if we can
they'll call the
still
fire inspector if they think it's...
Oh yeah, well he's going to be coming anyway.
Is he on the way?
I don't know what
Probably.
Okay.
Check the...
Where's the...
One of the neighbor, or
Eh?
are you one of the neighbor?
Yeah, I live over across the street.
What did you see?
Oh, that was my roommate. I was just going to bed and we looked out. The whole sky was all glow of red, eh? I ran over here to see if everybody was already out of the house. I didn't hear the ambulance or nothing coming yet, eh?
Okay.
So, all we seen was just flames, man. The flames were...
Where were the flame coming from?
The garage part here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you see anyone around it, like
No.
leaving the...
No, I didn't see nobody. By the time I got over here, the fire department just pulled up.
Okay.
I come over to see make sure everybody's got out, eh?
Okay.
But I didn't hear the fire department, nothing coming. I come over here and see if I can, help out.
Okay. If you don't mind, can you go give your name to the officer over there? Yeah. He's the one that's going to be in charge of this. Okay. We're now at scene of a structure fire. Everybody is out, everybody's safe, there was no injury. Some of the witnesses are saying that the fire started on the side of the house by the garage. At this point, we don't know if it's arson or if it's just accidental. So it was only 3 of you inside?
No, there were 6 of us inside, my whole family.
Okay, I thought it was only 3 of you.
No.
But everybody got out?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Everybody's out. A couple of pets maybe gone, but...
The what?
I said maybe a couple of pets gone, I won't know. One for sure, our gerbil's gone. He wouldn't have survived.
Is there any dogs or cats inside, or?
There were a couple of cats. I don't know if they got out or not. I was just worried about getting my family.
Yeah. Family's the main thing, I guess. Do you know where you're going to be staying tonight? Did you want to make a phone call, or?
I don't know. We'll have to talk about this. I mean, we do have relatives that live in Surrey. I don't even know if we're going to be able to get that car running. I think the van's in pretty bad shape after the fire.
When you're done, can I just get a word with you when you're done with these?
Yeah, okay. Okay. Did you want to, I've got a phone in my car. Do you want to use it? If you want to call somebody?
Okay, yeah, maybe I better call my sister.
I don't know if you know, but last week they had 2. This is suspicious, eh?
Yeah.
Last week they had 2 in the same night. Our 2 carport fires just south of here.
Okay.
On Semiamu Road. Last set for us, we had an abandoned house on Old Yale Road, and Hall 1 had an abandoned house on 88th Avenue. So I don't know, I mentioned it to the chief and my captain, and I thought I said I'd mention it to you. It might be time to start looking at the crowd.
Yeah. Is this going to be your file?
I guess so.
Okay. Because he's saying that this is the 3rd one.
Yeah, I heard there was 2 over in on the same night. Very similar. Yeah, we had a...
And all from carports?
Those 2, the other 2 on the same night, almost a week, I could tell you. It's either last night or tonight, a week ago. We're both carports. We're across the road from each other. Yeah, and then on our night last set, we had an abandoned house on Old Yale Road, and Hall 1 had one on 88.
Last night?
Last set.
Oh, last set.
8 days ago. Right? Okay. So it was getting to be a bit of a pattern, right?
Yeah.
So, but 3 carports in a week.
So, a little strange.
Yeah.
So it would be worth it to put a briefing board or something.
Yeah. Or at least have a word with our chief. Anyhow, I mentioned to him,
he
and
mentioned
then
it to me.
did he? Okay.
And the fire inspector's on the way.
Like you can see, it's fire can go up real quick. Just like a matter of seconds before the whole house is engulfed in flame. The best thing they can do is get out of the house real quick. Everything that you have inside, it's only material. You can replace your couch, your TV, but you can't replace any of the life inside. So the best thing you can do is just get out as quick as you can and then call the fire department and hope they'll get here quick.
Burnaby 44.
Go ahead.
Out with 31.
Copy that.
You from Newfoundland?
Anything sharp on you?
Only sharp I gotta use you, sharp.
Yeah, whatever. You just hold on here, okay?
Oh, go ahead.
Bravo 28, your Manitoba Mockers 1010. Comes back on the 91 Ford Escort station wagon, white color.
Grand. For the fucking thunder, Jesus. Quit filling me up.
Okay, come here.
Get out of here, you're getting me horny. Speak clearly so I understand.
Listen to him.
I'm listening.
Okay.
I can't understand him.
Okay, hold on.
Doesn't understand. Doesn't understand.
Okay, listen to him.
Okay, listen. I'm trying to understand you.
All right.
I don't understand you. Because your dialect is a little bit different than mine. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
It is my duty to inform you that you have the right to retain and instruct counsel without delay and private.
Without what?
Without delay and private, okay? You may call any lawyer you want. Do you have a lawyer?
No, I don't, but I'd like somebody else to talk to me that I can understand first, sir.
What don't you understand?
It's pretty hard sometimes. It's just the way you're talking. It's like I can't understand it.
Can't understand it?
No.
Do you want me to explain it? Hey? Do you want me to explain it or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
No,
you explain it. You explain it.
You want him to explain it?
Well, it's nothing against you, brother. It's not I can't understand it.
Okay.
Listen.
IRB 17 middle gate to that site. Copy that.
He says he wants you to read it. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Right now you're
Listen.
Listen to me. You're under investigation for impaired driving right now, okay?
Okay, thank
you have the right to retain and instruct counsel without delay. You can call any lawyer you want.
Okay.
In private.
Okay.
If you don't have a lawyer, we can give you a phone number for legal aid, and legal aid can give you some free legal advice without charge. I can give you the phone number for that, okay? You understand your rights?
We're going to have to secure.
Understand your right now?
So what are you talking about, counsel?
Do you understand? Counsel's a lawyer.
He's a lawyer, right?
Okay.
Do you have one?
Pardon me?
Do you have one?
Holy Christ, how the hell am I going to get a lawyer? I only met you tonight there, brother.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to call a lawyer right now?
Will be 42. 42.
Yes or no?
Yeah, both. Copy that.
Do you want to call a lawyer?
You guys are the horsemen, eh?
Do you want to call a lawyer?
No, you guys are the horsemen.
Yes or no? Would you like to call a lawyer? Simple question here,
I
guy.
would love to call a lawyer.
Okay. He would love to call a lawyer.
These guys are the horsemen.
All right, we are. You're not obliged to say anything, but anything you do say can be given in evidence. Understand that?
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. How much you had to drink tonight there, bud? We got a broadcast from a citizen who called in a vehicle as a possible impaired driver, and
Constable Albert managed to catch up with the vehicle, pulled it over, and it appears as if the driver is in fact impaired. There's a quantity of liquor in the vehicle, some half-finished cans of beer, shows he might have been drinking while actually operating the vehicle. Constable Albert's arrested him for impaired driving, and it looks like he's going to bring him back for a breathalyzer test. He'll probably be charged with impaired driving at this point.